explore the dynamic realm of electronics and communication engineering in our Fireside chat, where industry leaders share insights and expertise. Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is Fireside chat, electronics and communication engineering. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Dr. Bhavesh Kumar, Professor and HOD, Signal and Image Processing Domain, School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering, lovely Professional University. With a PhD from DAIICT and experience as a visiting scientist at ISI Kolkata, Dr. Bhavesh brings extensive expertise in machine learning and image processing. Currently, he focuses on generative AI and deep learning applications from healthcare. So now I would like to introduce the alumni also in this webinar, Mr. Arpit Srivastav, Senior Application Engineer in Finian Technologies. With the passion for cricket and fitness, Arpit brings a dynamic energy to his work and enjoys exploring the intersection of technology and human interaction. So now I would like to introduce Mr. Naman Thakur, Achiever 2024 on OJT as Applications Engineer in Finian Technologies Semiconductor India Private Limited. With experience in Infineon, Mr. Naman has earned his skills in automation and application engineering, specializing in power sensor and automotive systems. So now I would like to introduce Mr. N. Aditya, first year student of BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering. With a passion for continuous learning and emerging technologies, Mr. Aditya has earned his leadership and public speaking skills. Like to introduce I'm really sorry. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Mr. Pankaj Vij, Head Department of Tie-Ups, Division of Admission, lovely Professional University. He is having 18 years of experience in multiple domains, including teaching, training, and operations. He's taking up the eligibility, scholarship, fee structure, and infrastructure part of the university. And now I hand over the thanks to Dr. Bhavesh, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you all. Unmute yourself first, Dr. Bhavesh.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Ajit Kaur. And so welcome all of you. We do have a nice fireside chat with, I would say it is Kal, Aaj and Kal. So that is, we do have with us our past generation of LPU, that is Mr. Arpit Srivastav. We do have with us our Aaj, that is Mr. Naman Thakur, and we do have our Kal, that is tomorrow, the future, Mr. and Aditya, right? So welcome all of you, and let's have a wonderful chat. So basically, where is the fire? We are meeting on an online platform, and where is the fire? Yes, there is a fire with us, and that fire is within us, right? So there's a fire to excel whatever we do. There's a fire to progress, right? There is a fire to think big. There is a fire to make an impact which is big on the society, right? So are you agree, all of you? Yeah. So let's say so the senior most we do have. So I will just start with that train only. Arpit, I would like to hear from you. So what is your role currently in the industry? Yeah, Arpit.
So right now, sir, I'm working in human machine interface, and the flagship product of Infineon Technologies is CapSense, which is basically capacitive sensing. And on top of that, I work with inductive sensing as well, which is called MagSense. That is one of the another flagship products of Infineon. So I specialize in human machine interface. Basically, you have touch screen or touch panels or trackpads, things like that.
So great to know. So you are, do you think how much you are impacting the society by whatever you are doing at your job place? just
Yeah,
in one or
definitely.
two sentences. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We are making things smart. That's for sure. So
Yeah.
smartwatches,
So,
these things, we are putting touch panels there.
oh, that's great. So,
Yeah.
we do at STRIPPLE, you must have heard that we say that smart is the everything around us becomes smart,
Correct.
right? So, and you are making the thing smarter, world smarter. Yeah. Thank you to join us, Arpit. And yeah. So, I'll say, yes, we do have Naman with you. So, can say, uh, Arpit, you are also to join, I think, industry very soon, or already join, I think, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. I joined 3 years
Already.
ago.
No, Naman.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking, yeah. That is,
Oh,
Naman is also with us. That is Aj, I would say. So, he's also almost joined, I think, right, Naman?
yeah,
So,
it's
may I
been like
know?
1 week since I joined this Infineon Technologies.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's great. So Arpit is also going to. So, Naman, are you going to join the same department or
No,
somewhat different? Yeah.
no, I was firstly was on an internship in PSS department, Power Sensors and Sensings, and now I've been
Okay.
interviewed in automotive department, ATV, within the IFX.
Okay. So may I just, as a layman, if I understand what is IFX something?
IFX is Infineon.
Oh, I
Sorry.
see. Okay, anyway, so yes, we do have with us Aditya also. So Aditya, you have two seniors with you, that is Naman and Arpit. So just I would ask you, that is why you join electronics, means what inspires or motivates you? Yeah, just Aditya.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sir, as
Yeah,
you asked the reason for me joining electronics and communication engineering,
yeah.
as we see now, the India is now progressing towards this field of all the semiconductors and the electricity and all the fields. So there is a veracity of the EC that is opening in the various career paths, and we
Okay.
get to work in various industries, including telecommunication and electric vehicles sector, which I'm keenly interested in, the hybrid vehicles and the
Oh,
working
that's
of the
great.
electric vehicles and stuff. So that is anyways being a boost up in our sector of India, and our government is also promoting it. So that made me a very much passion for it also.
Okay, so hope you will also get a similar career the way Naman and Arpit is selected their own pathway and cohort, you can say. And the way they have been successful in selecting a good placement, you will also. So what you expect actually from School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering? So as you join here as EEE Lovely Professional University, so what do you expect? What are your expectations that how you should get nurturing from the school actually? So yeah.
Yes, sir. As far as I am concerned, 1 year of my engineering is over, and that is being over within just a span of time. And that
Okay.
span even didn't get count. It lasted for a long time. That we had many much projects to do, and the school also
Uh-huh.
supported us in doing much projects and all those stuff. We even went to this root key for our competitions also, and the risk in our innovation studio that helped us, and so it will keep on helping us
Okay.
because we were joined many clubs, and that is the basic expectation that we had till now. And as the future goes on, the placements will always lie on the path also.
Okay, that's great. So I think I would say, so actually Aditya has the expectations that he will also be getting similar type of opportunities and building a good career path. So I would like to ask Arpit actually, that is Arpit, what you think that SEEE School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering supported you in your career pathway. So just can you highlight somewhat, that is how SEEE supported your career path or your cohort? Yeah.
Yeah, see, Sir, one of the best thing about SEEE was that competent teachers.
Okay,
So-
just to interrupt you, we are not alone, right? So although we are discussing, you can just
Okay.
because we are all the complete audience. And I will also say, Aditya and Naman, you can also put your views in between if you wish, right? Of course, not in the way that that disturbs the one who is in a flow. But definitely, this is a discussion. It's not that I'm asking, I'm taking viva. Okay. So it's really a discussion. So let's go that way, right? So you can that is interrupt in between and share your views, right? So yeah, Aditya, yeah, sorry, Arpit, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
yes,
sir,
yeah.
in LPU School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering, I truly believe that the teachers, the faculties that we have, they are highly competent in the skills, which they teach to us as a students. On top
Okay,
of that,
thanks, thanks.
what I believe, just one line, that what I believe is they were available to discuss things even during off hours. So that really helped me and intrigued my interest in different subjects that I studied there.
Okay, great. Acha, there's a common thing that is if you find some disconnect between what that is you teach here and what you find in the industry, and how you bridge that disconnect, basically. Yeah. First thing is, if you find sort of that disconnect, that is one thing. And second thing is how you bridge that. That is how your nurturing here could have helped you in bridging that gap, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, sir, that is there. So this transition
Yeah.
from college to corporate, it
Yeah.
is a difficult transition.
Okay.
And what helped me was time and again our faculties, they motivated us to do MOOCs certification, basically
Mm-hmm.
extra subjects or online courses.
Okay. Okay.
That
Okay.
really helped me because it provides a newer perspective,
Okay.
and you can work on cutting edge technologies or new microcontrollers. I'm from embedded domain, right? So new microcontrollers that are there in market, which
Mhm.
ARM core is popular, and that gives you perspective that these
Okay.
are the things you can expect when you move into the industry. So it
Yeah.
prepares you. That's what I feel.
Yeah, that's great. And we are adding one more laboratory here, that is STM32 series microcontroller series we have added, and that
Amazing.
lab. So that is again for ARM series controller, and that is latest industry standard. Yeah. So the same question I'll ask Naman to you also. That is how you think that in getting placed in whatever code you are selected, how School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering supported you? Yeah.
So, School of Electronics and Communication supported me a lot. From the
Yeah.
first year till fourth year,
Okay.
they encouraged me to do projects because I was not a very theoretical learner. Instead, I was a very
Okay.
practical learner.
Oh
The
yeah.
School of Electronics and Communication will force you to join clubs which are
Okay.
technical. There is a
Okay.
club like called Risk. There is a club
Correct.
which supports ISRO,
Just so that
CSR.
everyone who is outsider, they also become our. Just would you please give the full form of risk if you know? Otherwise, somebody else could help. But that will elaborate. That will make it more clear. Yeah, please.
RISC stands for robotics. Um, I stands
Something
for,
robotics club. That's
yeah,
fine.
it's a
Robotics and
robotics
instrumentation.
clubs, and
Robotics and
this
instrumentation.
doesn't
Yeah.
includes just robotics. It
Mhm.
completes us in the embedded sections. So
Okay.
we will help to play along with the Arduinos, Arduino at
Oh.
Mega 328, then
Mhm.
ESP32. These are some microcontrollers which I am naming now.
Okay.
Similarly, STM32, Raspberry Pi, all these
Okay.
basic controllers, the our college will be helping us to know about.
Yeah.
Apart from this, they will also conduct industrial trainings. So when I
Okay.
was in third year, they conducted a training for STM32, and industrial
Okay. That's
specialist
great.
came and teach us how the STM32 works. Because in a regular subject, ARM core processors will not be learned, but they specially introduced us this knowledge. And after
Okay.
this part, I got an interview in Infineon and I got an internship there.
Oh, that's great. And I would add to that, there are TI controllers also we do have,
Yeah.
and yeah. So MSP
There is
series and
unlimited amount of things
yeah.
which we can't explain in just a couple of
Definitely.
minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Good to hear that. Yeah, Aditya, you have also crossed 1 year, right? First year. So
Yes.
what your seniors are talking about is some sort of that is they are saying that they are means so much motivating you to join some practical orientedness and or experiential learning, I would say. So do you also experience the same thing? Do you have experience this experiential learning things in the first year?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Aditya, yeah.
As Mr. Naman told about the risk that is in the innovation studio that helps us in the practical learning, and
Okay.
me and my friends have joined there also, and
Okay.
we have went to different colleges outside LPU and inside LPU, participated in different events,
Okay.
and that also gave us many experiential learning.
Even though you were in the first year, you were
Yes.
participated. Yeah, good.
Yes, sir.
So you were part of a team with seniors, or somewhat you yourself prepared first year rights team or something?
No, one of the individual was from second year. Others,
Oh,
the
yeah.
other three were from the first years only.
Okay, good to go. Yeah. So with seniors also you prepare team. Nice.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Any other experience I would recall, I think that is in first year itself, you do have some courses on experiential learning, right? So
Yes,
that is,
sir. Regarding that, I guess this year or last year they have introduced a course called program orientation.
okay. Yeah. One
And
is program orientation. Yeah.
yes, we had this course in both of our semesters, and that program
Okay.
orientation, the course is basically designed in order to get the knowledge of how to get into the how the corporate world works actually.
Okay.
Basic, and it is also giving us an practical learning of different types of sectors that exist in the corporate world, and the cohorts that we have to select in our upcoming years, the
Okay.
pathway, the placement way, and all those were also being discussed there.
Just to add upon that is just to make it more clear, because somebody who is hearing, he may not understand what is cohort or what is pathway. Just can you elaborate that words?
Yes, sir. The cohort that we have to select is like which is the particular thing that you are being interested in. Like
Okay.
there is VLSI domain, embedded systems, data science, like electric vehicles, hybrid vehicles,
Very nice.
which I have selected it. So these are the
Okay.
different types of cohorts that is available, and the pathway that you are selecting is like it provides you LPU provides you 5 different pathways. One is government sector, one is higher studies, one is research and all those stuff. Then it is placements. So then one comes as PhD scholars and higher
Corporate
studies.
jobs. Yeah.
So these are the kind of
Corporate
pathways that
jobs.
it
Yeah.
provides.
Yeah. So that's great to hear. So basically, just I would add upon that. That is, it's a unique feature, I would say, throughout Indian universities. That is, when the student comes at very first year, the first year itself, we make them see the mirror. That is where I stand and where the world is moving. And if I want to get a better career, what I should be doing, right? I think you would have created a dream CV. You have created a dream CV. Okay, have you planned, as you said, that is your cohort is hybrid vehicles, right? So have you planned something that is how you proceed towards that cohort? Do you have some plans?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In regard to that, my plan is like the second years we have anyways our the fourth semester we have a minor we have to select, and that minor will be our hybrid vehicles only. And there are various courses that is providing in online, and my one of my relative, he works in the electric vehicle sector only. So that also helps me in getting internships also.
Okay. Fine.
And NEPTEL courses are there, so that will provide me. First we have to get the basic knowledge of what about the electric vehicles and stuff, then we have to go into internships, then it is our pathway to select the dream.
So that's
Just to
great.
add
So
upon this, like
Naman,
in just short words,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want the audience to know this is what we are talking about. The organization helps us to know what are different fields in the corporate sector and in the government sector. So they will help us to choose our own career based upon our own subjects. So they will not force us to go into this direction, go into that direction. They will let you decide what direction you want to go, and we will help you take along to the directions.
Fine, fine. That's great. Okay, so this is about cohorts and pathways, and you mention a word organization. Okay, so I think we do have two parts, right? One is our School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering as one part, and overall Lovely Professional University is another part, right? So I think one part we have discussed, that is how the School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering has tried building, supporting your careers, and how you think the overall environment at LPU that has added some value to you, or to, so that you can reach to this level. Yeah. This is the question is to both that is Naman and Arpit, both of them. That is, the question is open to both of you, because being seniors and you have experienced both the School of Electronics and as a whole Lovely Professional University. So how you think that university has added as a whole some value to, so that you as a person build up to reach that level? Yeah.
I think good infrastructure is a must in today's engineering colleges. We
Okay.
have very good labs available
Mhm.
in which we can, we talked about experiential learning, right? So we can do experiments and learn things from there. On top of that, the placement cell is also doing a great job. Bringing companies is equally important, and it also counts under infrastructure. So if our students are ready, but uh, for some reason if we are not able to bring companies in, that's a drawback. But that is not the case in Lovely Professional University. Our placement cell does a great job, prepare us, adds value to us as engineers, and then brings in the companies with whom we interview and get placed. So I think these two things are very important and crucial as far as engineers futures is concerned, and the way LPU is playing a great role in that.
Okay, that's great. And definitely the think big motto that always inspires us to think big and achieve big goals. Yeah, that's great to hear. So Arpit, uh, based on your industry experience and this thing, what you will suggest? Would you suggest some recommendation or updates in the let's say the subject curriculum, or some pedagogy or somewhat? Would you suggest something on that?
I think, sir, I have been to many hiring. I've been to hiring, so I've been to many
Okay,
colleges, online
great.
hiring or
Okay.
offline hiring.
Okay.
One thing that students are lacking today is we are always thinking about what changes we can do in pedagogy and what extra we can do,
Okay.
but we are failing in basic things.
Okay.
So the problem with today's students that I have seen while interviewing is they are failing in basic questions. So, for
Okay.
example, if you want to be an embedded system, you should know the basics of microprocessor, microcontroller. For example, RISC versus CISC, how these are different. So, basic of if I talk strictly about embedded systems, so basics of microprocessor, microcontrollers, C programming, and the third thing would be amazing soft skills. If you know things,
Okay.
but when the question is asked to you in an interview and you're not able to express yourself, if you're not able to convey that technical knowledge that you have, it is of no use because you have
Yeah.
learned it, you know things about it, you want to be a successful engineer, you should be able to communicate. So I think
Okay.
these three things are missing, which is again basics. It has been since
So,
ages. So we should first focus on that and then go into, exploring cutting edge technologies, new microcontrollers, and creating projects. So that's what I think.
so if I summarize three things which you said, that is the first one you said, that is about basics, that is It's not about curriculum or pedagogy, but it is more about the basics we must be clear about, right? That is first thing one thing you said. Last thing you said, that is good soft skills and communication skills. What in between you said, can you just once again get a recall? That is, what was the third thing you were saying?
C programming, the
C programming.
language. Yes.
Okay, again, it is actually,
In
you can say
basics.
Okay, I think, okay, you have a different, okay. It's not about basics, but you are saying, even though we are electronics engineer and we say, I would like to play only with the hardware, but you are saying that,
Yes.
okay, one must be better in at least one programming language, right?
Correct,
Maybe it's C or maybe Python or whatever, at least one programming language one should be mastered.
Yes,
So is
because
that
it
your
builds
message?
your, yes, it builds your logic. You get to
Okay.
know, you create algorithms. So for example, I work
Okay.
in captions, right? There are multiple use cases. Based on different use cases, I have to build an algorithm and write code for that. So if I want to play with hardware, I should know what firmware to write into it, right? It's very important.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Neither hardware can alone work, nor even software can alone work. It's a firmware which is working. So definitely that is right. That is any hardware you must, if you are creating an application, you must be able to program. Then it is sort of a complete. That's good. Yeah. Naman, would you like to? Okay, so I would ask to Naman actually. You said these three things, right? So Naman, do you think that where we stand at LPO or SEEE, and these three aspects, that is there somewhat lagging in the like say curriculum or system where this focus on these three is less, or is the attitude of the student somewhere we have to work upon?
We can't blame everything, but
Okay.
now when I come to the 3 points, the third point, soft skills. So they help you according to the alumni's like talk. They release a subject in our curriculum that is PES subject, which like motivates us to more towards the soft skill knowledge. So they will what students are so most of the students are like introverts nowadays. They are able to communicate but not able to tell what they want to tell to others. So main reason of communication is the other should understand, but you should not keep your knowledge inside you. The other should understand. So soft skill classes are released in and in the third semester these will be in like two classes per day, so that is increased. Coming in programming languages, programming languages is must when you are an embedded engineer. So as Arpit said, as he is working on captions, the captions firmware should be tuned till very little. So if you are using a mobile, there is also you are touching your mobile, so you should tune the captions till that level of tuning, till it can only recognize your hand instead of water. So if you place some water, that is also like touching. So that is what tuning means, and that is where your firmware coding skills will happen. So based for this also, the LPU is helping in releasing the data structures and algorithm in our EC, in electronics and communication. So DSA course is there for logic building. They will help us to help you in sorting algorithms, in tree structure and graphs. So that is where the student will build the logic in the programming languages.
I think Aditya, this is a clear message to you, and you must pass it on to your colleagues. That is, don't run away from algorithms or computers, softwares. It's not that. It's actually it's about giving the complete application. As of, we are not just the technology users, but we are technology builders, and as the technology builders, we do have to work upon, that is the hardware as well as some part of software skills. And as we are that is interacting with an environment, wherever it is a company or a organization, we are interacting with an environment, we must also be building up good soft skills. They are also part of a career building, right? So that's a good message to Aditya. Thanks, both of you. Yeah. And yes, Aditya, would you like to share something on this or on the curriculum part or something?
Yes, sir. As no one
You are
sir
just
told
first
about
right?
the
So as such, you should not have that much, means you may not have that much in general, that is overall,
yes, yes.
yeah.
Yeah, in our first semester also, as no one told that we had the soft skills classes, and
Okay,
that boosted us in participating in many different events across the LPU also.
okay.
So that helps in both the corporate field and your overall growth within yourselves also. So that has helped me a
That's
lot
great.
in my boosting my public speaking skills also.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know, really. And so, yeah, correct. We do have a good focus on communication skill building courses and overall logic, analytical abilities, and that type of courses. We do have a special focus in overall program scheme of EC and all other engineering aspects. So that's great. Yeah. Fine. So I'll once again go back to that is Arpit. Uh, Arpit, overall, I will say as an alumni, okay, means as an alumna, how we would like to like say give back to the university, or is could there be something could be done which could that is you can share something with the your juniors or something. Can it be done some in some way?
Yes, I think, sir, here around second year, we could have feedback sessions or
Mm-hmm.
live interactions with the students who are in second year. Because another thing that I noticed when I went for recruitment is students are not moving beyond Arduino.
Okay.
Frankly, Arduino and SP32 is old news now. We are not fascinated as a recruiter when we go there. If I'm going through a CV and I see Arduino, I am not that fascinated. There are
Even
many
school
more.
goers are doing that.
Yeah.
Even
So
school goers are doing
yeah, there are
that.
many more advanced microcontrollers, and if you don't even know the basics or in-depth detail about those microcontroller, it's okay, but because there are companies who are providing tools for ease of use. So getting to know that those kind of powerful controllers is very much important. So I think with regular feedback with alumni who are working in industry, I think we can change this mentality of getting fixated on one thing and keeping ourselves updated. But here I would like to highlight that second year or above is important, because if we share this feedback with the first year student or a first semester student, then instead of focusing on the basics part that I just mentioned, right? Instead of focusing on basics, they'll start exploring the advanced part without having the knowledge of basics. Both are important in their own time. So that is also important. So such feedbacks can help new generation engineers, to achieve their goals.
Also, we do have some that is initiatives from alumni. Like alumni are doing hand holding with the students here, and we do have, I think, some of the student groups. They have been mentored by the that is alumni who are already placed in a good company, and they do have a good environment or good learning there actually. So they are handholding our juniors, and they're doing as a collaborative project, or let's say not exactly collaborative, but they are mentoring our student team basically. So there are many capstones, they are going that way. So that is also one sort of giving back, I think. Yeah, that's great. Uh, yes, and yeah, so overall, let's build towards, I think we have discussed enough, and overall, yeah. So, Arpit, what you would suggest to your juniors? That is, you are our tomorrow, that is past, and as a quite senior to all our batches, what you will pass on as a message to our students, right?
message is quite simple, and we have known it for ages, but we have forgotten it. So I'll just like to remind that stick to
Okay.
basics. Basics
Okay.
is very important. And once you are clear with your basics, go for advanced stuff. Both of these are very important in their own time. And one thing that we are missing by a mile is respect your teachers, please. Whatever they are saying, please listen to it. Do not think that, okay, I am in college, I know everything. That kind of attitude is still there. And I find it very disheartening. Teachers, faculties, they are there, they are PhD degree holders. Please listen to them. They are coming from a perspective, they have a lot more knowledge than you. Kindly respect them and listen to them, and find time to talk to them outside your lecture. Clear your doubts. You have to chase them, because it's you who wants to learn, right? So these kinds of attributes are very important in a student, because a student is a learner. You want to learn things. You are not an engineer right now. And in life also, you never stop learning, right? So as far as engineering is concerned, upskilling yourself, landing a good job, kindly follow these steps. I think it will be really helpful, because this will remove that, we create this wall between us and teachers, or us and subjects, because we don't like that subject, or maybe we do not connect. That wall is going to keep widening if we don't change our attitude, behavior, willingness to learn. And especially when we go for hiring, we check that also. If a student says upfront that, okay sir, I know only this much of information, remaining I do not know, but I am willing to learn. After the interview, I'll go back and I'll check this out, and I will be knowing this for a fact. This kind of behaviorism plays an important role in your hiring process. So this is something I would like to give as a feedback.
That's a great feedback, and really it's nice. And you gave very that is quite means clear messages. That is, I think it should not be summarized as such. But even though if I try to summarize it, I think the first clear message was that is bridge a balance between the basics and the advanced knowledge. But there what the doubt of the student will be, because students will say, if I have a good basics, interviewer will say that you don't know advanced knowledge. If I go for the advanced knowledge, interviewer will ask that you don't have basics, how to keep both, right? But you gave it clear, that is a clear message. Neither you will not, you have a two wheels of this cart, and you cannot go alone, right? So you have to do both, and that's what is going to lead you a great career and great start. That was your first message. That's clear and nice. Second message, thank you for being ambassador for teaching community. But yeah, it's correct, right? The generation is that is being quite smart and quite innovative and quite knowledgeable, because everything is in touch. So maybe sometimes it may feel that one has, and sometimes it's a fault of faculties also. That is, sometimes it happens that I know something that is just, there is a gap of few hours, 3 or 4 hours gap is there. That is, I know something which is before 1 hour, and then I deliver to the class. Sometimes this happens, but it is quite rare. As you said, nowadays, most of the faculties are doctorates, and this is rare chances of this. Anyway, so that's a good thing. That is keep, and the third message was keep learning, and yeah, be motivated always to learn, nothing harm, and accepting that I have limitation in understanding this, and that will actually add up to your value, right? That's good. If I say, it is always better that I know that I don't know this part than assuming that I know everything.
Correct,
That's a good. So that's a great message from Arpit. Yeah, Naman, would you like to say to your co-mates and share something? It's not that you are means it's just a sharing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not preaching. It's just a sharing. Yeah, Naman.
Yeah, so I would like to share same. I follow Arpit. Basics are important. Students will think that like first year, second year, third, like first year and second year's knowledge is like very basic, and we will not learn, and we will focus on third year. First year's basic, second year's basic is very important. These years will be more knowledgeable in your engineering field. Digital electronics, analog electronics, signals and processing, these are the subjects which will help you to go further in your career. The second, I want all my audience to know that focus on one category if you want.
Okay.
Don't focus on multiple areas. Yeah, you have to get your CGP and your percent somewhat in between. You have to answer everything and like know about everything, but first consult with your teacher or your senior which area you want to go in. What I see in like most in the juniors is lack about knowing for their future, what they want to choose, what careers are available afterwards. After their engineering, they will do engineer, they will become engineers. There are like many fields they can go on. There are analog engineers, there are physical design engineers, there is VLSI field which will go into depth of the silicon in the chips. So this knowledge they should grab in their first year, because first year will not be very troubling as compared to second and third year. More of do certificates, as Aditya said, that do MOOC certificates, NPTEL courses. These are the most important courses that will get valued. Publish patents. Patents nowadays everyone knows what are patents. Publish, read research papers. Most of the students are failing to do is reading now. So reading is very important. Though we are in a corporate sector, we still do readings here. We will still read papers, a lot of papers. Now I've shifted to a different team. I have to read a lot of papers to understand that thing. So previously I was working in docking stations, so I have to read all those papers about docking station, about protocols. Now I'm into different field, into IP, so I will be more in depth. So I have to read about RAM, how they works, how the capacitors works, all the analog parts. So what we also do, we start from basic to advanced. This is the message I want to tell to all my audience.
That's great. That's great, Naman. I think that was a really you extended what Arpit said actually. So giving more focus to that is the first year, first 2 years, you can say it's a basic building upon, and then you can. So this is how you are suggesting them a scheme that is how to get a balance of both the theory and advancement. That is first 2 years focus on the theory, that is basics, and later 2 years focus on at least only one specific, that is master of one, that is important. That's what the message you say. That's a great thing. And one problem, one more thing you suggested, that is you one need to have a self-learning ability. Basically, that's what you said. That is, one is going to see, even though he's just after training, that is not more than 1 year in the industry, he has to shift from one department to other department where the things would be quite different, right? It's not about that is college education to industry. Now within the industry also, within the same organization also, just from one department to other department, and there is a complete orientation is different. That is a completely different orientation. One has to read again, and that's what is actually self-learning abilities are too much important. That's what we develop through reading and self-summarizations. And that was a great, nice message. And yes, one more problem also you suggested, that is many a times student come to the decision that is quite late. That is where I am interested in, what is my focused area, where I should focus. That is becoming a master of one, one should be doing that. And somehow, like say, maybe you have not crossed through that way. Like in last 2 years, we are doing that. And that is, we have added a program orientation course in very first and second semester. The complete orientation is that is student from the very beginning, they come to understand how is the placement scenario, where there are jobs, what I want to, how I want to contribute to the society. Okay. What my personal desires are, where I want to pursue, where I'll get satisfaction, and these queries need to be somehow balanced, and you need to have a satisfactory answer within you, and that will reach you to early decision on what you like. So Aditya, you are experiencing that, right? So would you just elaborate on this specific aspect? That is, I think you have a good messages from both Arpit and Naman, and you can how you find that, you can summarize that, and also add upon this one aspect which Naman raised upon, that is how you feel, that is early. See, always I feel that early rising, that is early being aware of the challenges or early starting, is definitely a game changer. So how you feel, Aditya, on that?
Yes, sir. As our seniors have told that stick to basics, and different things that they have told about balancing between our basics and the advancement, and that I really believe that that should be there in us, and that should be imbibed in us, and which we were actually missing on that. Our engineering first year just went as just a span of life, and we in order to hone our skills, we have to stick to our basics as they had told by them. And as you were asking about the program orientation skills, and the program orientation course that is being specifically designed in order to know about the corporate and the sector, how it works, and how we can contribute ourselves in order to stick into that path. And the last 2 semesters we had that course, and we had been benefited by that.
Thank you. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Arpit, and thank you, Naman. Thanks, all of you. And let's now take questions from the audience, actually. So, yeah, anyone from audience, do you have some queries? Would you like to ask something, or would you want to share something?
Thank you so
yeah.
very much, Dr. Bhavesh,
Yeah.
Mr. Aditya, Mr. Naman, and Mr. Arpit. So it was wonderful watching you talking on electronics and communication engineering. And now I would request to the admission nominee, Mr. Pankaj Vich, to be on the screen. Over to you, Mr. Pankaj Vich.
Okay, fine. Good afternoon to everybody, and it was wonderful hearing to our alumni and our flag bearers out there in the market, and they are bringing laurels to the university. It's really great to see giving feedbacks to the budding engineers. So it's always great to hear from our alumni. All the very best to you, all of you. In the meanwhile, let me change the topic a little bit, and I'm going to present my screen. Just give me a moment. I hope my screen is visible to all.
Yes, screen is all. You can continue, Mr. Pankaj.
Right. So, you have heard the people who are watching this particular broadcast. They have heard our alumni speaking. So, I would also like to talk something about what a student can expect when he or she arrives at the university. When you come to the university, this is what you can expect in the university. First and foremost thing that any student would like to know about a university is the accreditations and the kind of approvals that a university has. So these are the kind of accreditations and approvals that we have got. We are a NAC A++ ranked university. And on a scale of 4, we have got 3.68 score, which happens to be the best in India. So we are ranked amongst the top universities in India in terms of NAC rankings. Then these are some of the other approvals that we have got under our belt, which is Accreditation Council for Business Schools for management programs, ICAR, Indian Council for Agriculture Research for agriculture programs. We are obviously UGC approved, both for distance education and regular programs as well. We have got approval from National Council for Teacher Education for B.Ed, M.Ed kind of programs. Then Pharmacy Council of India, Council of Architecture. So it's a long list of all the approvals and accreditations that the university has under its belt. Moving on, we are a member of.
I would add to it, sir. Sorry to disturb,
Yes,
but
sir.
NBA approval is also there with
Yeah, NBA.
the
Yeah, I was
engineering
about
core
to.
programs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I was about to talk about that thing as well. We are a member of Association of Indian Universities, and obviously NBA is the new addition to our. It's a feather in our cap, yet another feather in a cap. And so in this way, we are a member, and we have got accreditations from quite a few, almost all the accreditation councils pan India. Talking about placements, well then placements on the screen you are seeing are people who have been placed like anything. And over here, what the screen shows that we have got placements as high as 3 crore rupees. These are our flag bearers when it comes to placements, and good packages with good organizations such as Google, Amazon, and so on and so forth. So these people have brought laurels to the university, and we try our level best to get our students placed in some of the best organizations pan India and even abroad. This is the 1 crore club that we have got at LPU. Moving on, extracurricular activities. It is said that all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. And talking about extracurricular activities, this is the kind of exposure that we believe in giving to our students. Quite recently, we had the Khelo India University Games. We were placed second in India in this in these championships. Then the likes of Bajrang Punia, the likes of Neeraj Chopra, the likes of Manpreet Singh, the former captain of the Indian hockey team, they are our students. It was 2019, and we hosted the 106th edition of the Indian Science Congress, and it was inaugurated by none other than the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. In one of the convocation ceremonies a few years back, we had His Holiness the Dalai Lama coming to the university campus and giving away degrees to the students. We had 2 former presidents of India and Afghanistan sharing the same stage, giving away degrees in yet another convocation ceremony. We had the late Finance Minister of India, Shri Arun Jaitley ji, in the campus a few years back, inaugurating a LPU startup school. And in 2018, we had Shri Venkaiah Naidu ji, the then Vice President of India, giving away degrees to the students in yet another convocation ceremony. So this is the kind of exposure we believe in giving to our students. Then, yes, apart from the various leaders, we have some spiritual leaders also coming to the campus and thronging the campus. We had some time back Gauhar Gopal Das coming to the university campus, giving live sermons to the students, to the parents, to the teachers. Then, yes, these people also come to the campus not only to sing and dance, but also to interact with the students, because these people are the real life heroes of our young generation. Talking about infrastructure, well, infrastructure is yet another integral part of education. And what you're seeing on your screen is a marvel of a building, 14 blocks joined back to back. In fact, this is the place that we house the electronics department of LPU, and we also have the central library over here in this big vast dispense. And what you see on your screen right now is the auditorium. It's a capacity of 2,500 people in a single go. We have laboratories. This is the computer lab that you're watching on your screen, and there are a whole lot of them across the university. We have a central library. Each department has its own library, but this is the central library that you're watching. And it's a completely automated library that we have got. Then at the heart of the campus, it's a 600-acre campus that we have got on National Highway number 44, which runs from New Delhi to Amritsar. And at the helm of the things, we have got a mall at the center of the campus. And let's go inside the mall. Let me just show you the interiors of the mall within the campus. These are the interiors of the mall. We have got stores where students can purchase their stuff. We've got gymnasiums. We've got bowling alleys, recreational facilities. God forbid any student falls ill, but if a student falls ill, we are ready with a hospital within the campus. It's a 25-bed hospital with resident doctors, medical staff, and sports staff. We have got an outdoor auditorium as well. This is the outdoor theater that we have got. All the outdoor activities and the cultural events happen over here. That's a panoramic view of the university. It's a very lush green and a clean university. Some time back, we were awarded as one of the cleanest campuses in India by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. And that's a kind of night vision of the university as such. If you're a sporting freak, we provide you excellent sporting facility. That's the swimming pool, Olympic-sized swimming pool that we have got. Then we have got shooting ranges. You name a court, you get it. Badminton, basketball, volleyball, even a squash court at your disposal. That's an aerial view of the indoor sports complex that we provide to our students, and they practice over here. That's why we're producing world-class sportsmen. Then we have got the hostel facility. A lot of people, a lot of students come to us from different states. We have got students from all 28 states of India and 50 countries all across the world. And we can house as many as 25,000 students in our hostel facilities. The 600-acre campus has hostel facility. Within it, the boys and the girls hostels are absolutely separate, but they are situated in the 600-acre campus that I'm talking about. So it's a very, it's a completely safe and secure campus. It's a ragging-free campus, and it's manned by a strong contingent of 200 guards, 24/7, 12 months a year. So that's something about the residential facility that we have got. Dalvinder ma'am, if you have any questions from the audience, you can ask, and then finally I'll give you a demo. Dalvinder ma'am, you're there?
Yes, Pankaj
Yeah,
sir.
if you have any questions,
You just
can...
share your screen because we don't have any questions from the participants.
You don't have any questions, so just give me a moment. I'll go
Yeah,
online
sure.
and
You just share your screen.
I'll just give the demo. Just give me a moment.
Yes. Yes.
I hope my screen is visible. The
Brilliant.
university website is visible.
Yes, it's visible. You
Oh.
can continue.
Great. So any student who wishes to know about the various programs being run at LPU can obviously get to know about it, things like eligibility criteria, fee structures, and so on and so forth. You can get to know about it on our website. All the student needs to do is log on to our website, that is lpu.in, and need to go to the admissions section. Anybody wants to know about the undergraduate program can go over here. Postgraduate program can go over here, and then doctorate programs, diploma programs, and so on and so forth, they can search. Now, today, let's say we are talking about electronics engineering. So anybody who wants to know about BTech electronics, let's say for an instance, need to go after 12th, need to go to regular programs. In regular programs, there would be an array of programs that would be showing that we are offering to the students after 12th standard. Obviously, we'll go to engineering. So these are the various programs, disciplines. So a person has to go for engineering. I go for engineering. Then I go for electronics and communication engineering. These are the various programs under electronics engineering that we are offering. So I go to BTech electronics. I click over here. I scroll down a little bit, and that's the eligibility of the program. The eligibility of the program is pass with 60% marks in aggregate with 12th with physics, maths, and English, and LP Nest or CUET or JEE mains. So that's the eligibility of the program. LP Nest is our own exam, stands for Lovely Professional University National Entrance and Scholarship Test. So this is where you can find the eligibility. Any student wants to know about the fee structure, you can just click it over here, and there's the fee structure. The fee structure of the program is 1,40,000 per semester, but that's the basic fee structure. There are a lot of scholarships on this fee. Anybody having a score of 80 to 90 percentile in JEE, or somebody has 80 to 89.99 in 12th standard, that's the percentage of marks, or somebody is in the cutoff 3 of our LP Nest exam, such a student gets 35% scholarship, fee goes down to 99,000 per semester. Anybody has a JEE percentile 90 to 95 or 10 plus 2 marks 90 to 94.99 or cutoff 2 of LP Nest, same thing, 40% scholarship. And last but not the least, if student has got a percentile, JEE percentile greater than or equal to 95, or 10 plus 2 marks greater than or equal to 95, or cutoff 1 of our LP Nest exam, once again, there's a mammoth scholarship of 45%. The fee goes down to 77,000 per semester. It's worth mentioning over here that this scholarship, once administered to the student, remains the same way throughout the course of the program. What are the other scholarships that we are offering? You can just go besides the fee structure. You can click on the scholarship, and these are the various scholarships that we are offering. We have seen we are giving scholarship on the basis of 10 plus 2 marks, LP Nest. There's scholarship on the basis of CUET as well. So if somebody is appeared for CUET, you can click over here and get to know the criteria for scholarship on CUET. JEE mains we have spoken about. And then there are other scholarships. Somebody has done something really good with startups, innovations, entrepreneurship. Such a student is also in for a scholarship. Anybody is a board topper is in for a scholarship. And there are certain other financial aids as well. Like somebody is from a humble background and wants to apply for a scholarship. That's need-based scholarship that we have got. Anybody coming from the defense forces, somebody's parents are working with the defense forces, we honor the defense forces and we give them scholarship on the basis of that as well. And God forbid, if any student is an orphan student or a disabled student, such student is also facilitated with financial aid. So there's a bit for everybody. We at LPU firmly believe that finances should not hinder anybody's education. So we have got quite a lot of scholarships, whole lot of scholarships, mammoth scholarships that we are offering, and the students can grab these scholarships and make full use of them, and their fee is reduced to proportionate amounts. I guess my information shared by me is would have been of importance to the students, and still they have any questions, they have any queries, you can always contact us on these phone numbers, or you can write to us on these numbers, on these email IDs. So that's our address. This is the general email ID, which is pertaining to admissions. And you can obviously call us. You can give us a call. You can write to us on the WhatsApp chat. So these are our contact details. And you can obviously contact us through any of these modes. With that, I end my discussion about the various aspects of eligibility criteria, fee structures, and so on and so forth. Over to you, Dalvinder ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pankaj. Can you please stop sharing your screen? Mr. Pankaj.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pankaj and Mr. Naman, Mr. Aditya, Mr. Arpit, and Dr. Bhavesh. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding your admission. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.